Welcome everyone. So we are really happy to talk to you today. So my name is Peterson Voltaire, and this is my wife.
My name is Wojana.
Okay. So like we say, we're gonna introduce ourselves, and that you guys can know about us, how we met, and then how we become friends, from friends to relationship, from and now we have a beautiful family. So we're just gonna let you guys know how all these things happen. So I want my wife to start first.
Um,
So
yeah, like you said, like when we met, like we were basically friends, but during that time he was a missionary, so we focused more on God. We focused more on learning the worth of God. Um, when I saw him, I see that he had everything that I wanted. During
mm,
that time, I felt really happy. I'll say, yeah, and as always, he was cute, of course.
oh, I was cute.
He still is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So at first, so when I first see her, and there was like kind of um I'm not gonna lie, I when the first day I saw her, I love her. I was so impressed. And because she's beautiful and she's smart, and she loves God and all these things, because I wasn't looking for somebody that's perfect. I was looking for somebody that's um, at least that have enough that I was looking for. But at that time, like she said, I was a missionary. That wasn't really my focus, because at that time, I was preaching the gospel. But even though you're preaching the gospel, you can still see somebody that I don't think that's a sin. It's not really a sin. For if you see somebody that you love and appreciate, and not someone that you're just gonna spend a couple days, a couple weeks, but it's someone that you're gonna spend the rest of your life. But when I first saw her, I was really impressed, because she's beautiful, and the only thing I see is to start my life with her.
Yeah, like he said, like after his mission was finished, that's when we really got serious. Um, we start talking to each other, like like really talk, cause the mission really strict, so we didn't really get to talk to each other. But after his mission, we got reconnected. We started talking to each other, and then after that, I remember after that he asked me to be his girlfriend, and that kind of basically changed our life. I remember telling him, "Are you sure this is what you want?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, we're going to pray about it and see what God thinks about it." And then I remember him telling me, "Yeah, I felt great, and I can feel that God wants us to be together too." And then he asked me, "Did you pray about it? How did you feel and everything?" I remember telling him, "Yes, of course." So since our feeling were neutral, um, we finally said yes to each
Yeah,
other that
but one
time.
thing about that, before she said like she's finally say yes, uh, first she asked me to wait a year. She wanted me to wait a year, and before she can say yes or no. And then, like, if somebody loves you and say to wait a year, like, you kind of like think that, oh shit, if that person is truly love me, or if that person have another plan. But me, what I need, because I love her, I want her to respond me. I want her to say, this is how I feels, let's move on. But even though I told her that I pray, and I felt great about it. I know you're the right person. She said I pray about it too. But you know how girls, you know how they are. Sometimes even though they love somebody, but they kind of like try to not really show you that they truly love you, but deep inside they love you. But when she finally um tell me yes, and I was so happy. I was so happy because and that day I remember I spent the whole night without sleeping because all I'm thinking about her. I'm thinking how I'm gonna start a new life, because I feel like there was already a connection. So whenever she texted me, I always feel good. Whenever she called me, I always feel good, and I know she was the one. And then yeah, and then after that, we used to see each other, talk to each other face to face, but as friends. But after she finally said yes, and then that was gonna be like your
My
birthday, right?
birthday, yes. We decided to meet up with each other since we're always talking on the phone, doing FaceTime. It hit different when you are you FaceTiming and when you see the person in face to face, different. So when we finally decided to do that, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was really excited. So your girl spent 6 months trying to lose weight, okay? um, yeah, once we planned it out, we met each other. I had no idea he had planned to propose to me. I mean, he was telling me that he wants me to be in his life forever, but him in my head, I never thought like it would happen so soon. I remember that day, my birthday, he gave me a card telling me how he felt about me and everything. I was blushing at the same time. I was
Yeah,
happy.
yeah. It was because I wanted to propose her in her birthday because I felt like that's her birthday and that's gonna be her first birthday with me. I gotta do everything I can
To
um,
make it
to make
special.
her happy, and then that's when I decided to propose her and to marry me. And
Um,
then things just changed completely after that day, and
yeah.
that was one of the best day of my life, and I will never forget that day.
I'm a very shy person, and I also don't like to be in a place that's very crowded. So he waited once the restaurant have like not too many people, just for me not to run out. Even though I want to say yes, probably run out the door and come back and say yes. I want to hear you give me the ring. All right, let's get out. Yeah.
Yeah, so after that, um, so we separated again, and she because
Oh
we
gosh.
we 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 wasn't living in the same state. We were each other, like we were each living in each different state.
Yeah.
So we decided to meet together in a state, and that's when I proposed her, and then after that she go back to the state where she
Yeah,
came
we
from, and
both
I go
went
back.
back.
And then after that we say, okay, so we're gonna plan everything. But we will give you um
Part two coming up. We're gonna tell you what happened next after our engagement and how we got married. We'll give you little details on what happened during the birth of my children and many more.
yeah, it's gonna
Stay
be
tuned.
the next video. So we just invite you guys to subscribe to our channel and to comment and to share as well, to like,
Yes.
and because we just want a lot. We know there's a lot of couples out there. We just want to share our story with them, and that way they can learn. And if you guys have any advice for us, you can drop it in the comment right below. And then we are here to learn, so we can learn from each other. So really, we want to thank you guys for watching this video.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned.
Bye. Thank you.